In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends, all of us want to lead a comfortable life. All of us want to have an affluence. There is no one else who willing be have willing to have this sort of affluence or want to stay deprived of the comforts of life. And those people who are not in a position, those people who are struggling, striving to come out of this state of economic, they are struggling to come out of it. They want to become comfortable, they want to become affluent, they want to be able to buy the thing, they want to able to consume all the comforts, rather even the luxuries of life, and that is something really, really natural. I think that we should be working upon it to somehow make our income reasonable enough, if not too much. And obviously, we need to believe that I can do that, and with the grace of God Almighty, I shall be able to, inshallah, overcome the challenges and the difficulties lying on the path to becoming an affluent and a financially comfortable and stable person. My dear friends and fellows, different ideas need should be tried one by one, but every idea must be chosen must be chosen carefully, must be chosen cautiously. Why? Because obviously the time and the money and the rest of the resources, the physical energy we are possessing is a very limited one. So we need to become careful and cautious enough about the idea, about the plan we have chosen to work upon, my dear friends. And then we need to practice it. We need to put it into practice with quite a lot of with quite a meticulous work. But even then there is a need there is a need to work consistently work with enough amount of interest, with the keen interest to somehow to make your project a successful one. And there is a very good probability that inshallah you will be able to come out of this situation. And it is not a sort of a rocket science at all. It is not some sort of a gargantuan task, a Herculean task at all. Rather, it is something which is feasible enough, which is quite feasible. There are enough number of people, rather, there is a very good ratio of the people who have succeeded in defeating the poverty, and they people are leading a comfortable life now. So why do we feel why do we feel like maybe I'm not lucky enough, or I'm not happy enough? Because the way we think, I think we need to shift our style of thinking from the present one to a very positive, to a very hardcore one. And this will actually contribute considerably to take us to bail us out of this situation, my dear friends. If at all an idea does not work, there is no harm in changing your idea, your plan, and your project, the line upon which you are working. But still, skipping these lines so frequently in search of something which is very easy, and which could be done, which could be achieved without a good amount of hard work, I think it is not good approach at all, and this does not work. It has been seen that the people who have adopted this approach, they people rarely reach their destination, and in overwhelming number of the cases these people are found just wasting the time without any sort of concrete achievement at all, my dear friends and fellows. But if at all, as long as we are not comfortable enough, as long as we are not affluent enough, we must have in our mind that if at all certain things are lacking in my mind, like if I am unable to somehow eat to dine from outside so frequently from the good and the trendy restaurant, so there is a kind of blessing in it as well. I think it is those people who are found eating from outside so often, those people who are found enjoying the the processed food. I think they people are doing quite a cruelty with themselves, with their own health. Nothing is more important to us than our own health. But as for the processed food is concerned, as for the bakery items, as for the trendy restaurants are concerned, I think that they people are selling the disease by they are selling the disease, and we people, affluent people, are buying the disease by paying them the money, and uh, it is it could be an enjoyment for a very short span of time during the time of eating only, but later on it becomes quite a troublesome, quite a trouble, because we are found gaining weight, accumulating the fats upon our bellies, and it is obviously it is not easy to get rid of that extra weight, because people are found working very hard to make them slim and smart enough. I think that is something which must be kept in our mind. And if at all we don't have a vehicle, we don't have we don't have the vehicle for our private use, it seems very bad, and it is up to great extent. But there are certain advantages as well, and the certain advantages are that we do have to walk. Our the walk for us is compulsory. We do have to, although we are found using the public transport quite often, but even then I think we do have to walk from our home to the stop of the bus, and on return from the stop of the bus to our home, and at certain other occasions as well we do have to walk a lot. I think that these are the positive effects of not having enough money. There will be certain other benefits of not having enough money, though it does not mean that we should be happy without, we should be content without money as well. Being happy, I think that is something compulsory, whether we are having enough money or we don't have enough money. As for the happiness is concerned, happiness must be unconditional. It must be unconditional. It must not be a conditional one at all, my dear friends and fellows. But obviously we need to struggle for the attainment of the money. We need to become affluent. I think that is quite a legitimate thing, and everyone else must be working to achieve affluence, to gain the sufficient amount of money, my dear friends. That is so this is, we have discussed today about how to manage our life while we are not very wealthy, while we are very wealthy in both. Even if at all we are very wealthy, I think so that we should not be found eating from the restaurants quite often. We should not be, as for the pleasure is concerned, pleasure should not be obtained through eating. Plus the vehicles are quite a blessing, definitely, but at the same time being able to walk, I think that is also something important, rather very important. So being so affluent, I think there are plenty of advantages in it. But even if at all we are not so wealthy and affluent, I think there are certain advantages in it, and we need to explore, we need to enjoy, we need to benefit from those without diverting our attention from being a wealthy person, from being an affluent person, from being a sort of person who is able who is able to buy the things of their need, the things of their desires. So that is all about our today's talk. Thank you.